Hey, welcome back to the channel. Now, in this tutorial, what I want to do is to make some changes to the structure of the project that we've been working on, which is the Golang. Well, not necessarily project, but basically our learning of Golang or this Golang series. Now, I had initially started with a folder type structure and I changed it out, but that was something I actually shouldn't have done. And the reason for that is because I want to add some readmes to specific files or folder structure so that we can add text content to those different lessons, I guess. So what I'm going to do is to just go ahead and open my terminal firstly, and I'm going to go to Firefox or the developer browser, and I'm going to go to GitHub. So here we have the project, and the first thing I don't know if probably you guys have noticed that the last tutorial has the title Learning Golang by example, or Learning Go by example, and that is the name that I'll be going with moving forward. So let me just go ahead and log into this. Alright, so now that we're logged in, first thing, let me just make some changes from Git here, and then we're gonna move forward. So I'm just gonna go ahead and change this to Learning Go by example. Just capitalize that. So this is the name that we'll be working on now, or yeah, the name that we'll be working with actually now. And in addition to that, we want to change this here to Learning Go by example, and just remove the tutorial. We don't need that, and then we'll save. And that should pretty much be it, or at least for the changes in GitHub. Everything else we will be addressing from the command line, or at least from Vim. So let's go ahead, and I've just realized that I haven't uploaded a constant file. I actually created that tutorial sometime now. So let's go ahead and create a new tab. We're gonna cd into Go source, and here, this is where the project is located. It's called Go by example, but I'm actually gonna change this to from that to Learning Go by example. This will be our new name, and then we can cd into Learning Go by example. These are what we have here, and I actually want to change the name of const.go to actually have an S to it. So we're gonna go with constants.go. This is the new name. So just basically, I don't know, I guess I just want this on it. I want to git add all and a git commit, and I'm gonna do add constants, and then we can do a git push. Alright, there we go. So if I now go ahead and refresh this, we should see the constants here. But what I want to do is to not just have the files here. I actually want to add them to different folders. I'm going to go ahead and create 4 folders here. That's about as much as we need. So one is constants, and next one I'm going to go for hello world, and values and variables. Now we have the 4 folders for the 4 different files. So I'm just going to go ahead and move all of these over to the specific file that they're supposed to be in. Alright, so now everything should be in their specific file, and the next thing I want to do is to actually go ahead and add a README to each of these folders, so that this is where we're actually going to put the text for the specific file, but just to add some more context and more information for persons who are going to be looking at it. So let's cd into constant, and basically what I'm going to do is just do vim readme.md, and in here pretty much all I want to do is just to add the name. So this one is Constance, and that's what we're going to be doing. So let's just write this, and that's pretty much the idea moving forward with the rest of these. Just quickly do all the others. And yeah, so that is pretty much it. If I should just cd back out and just ls any of these, you can see now we have the readme for each of our files. So if I should do the ls for let's say variables, you can see that we now have the readme for each of these. So anytime we enter any one of these folders, now we're going to have the readme and the text that is related to it. The text is probably just going to come from the GoByExample website. So that's GoByExample.com, and I believe they're using the Creative Commons license, which makes it more flexible for us if we want to like copy the code or the project or add to it and stuff like that. It's a great license. You guys should really take a look at it and just read it to have more context behind it. One thing I want to do is actually edit the main readme here, and we're going to change this to learning Golang, and we can just do by example here. So this will be our new readme. That's the one that is right here. So save this, and I want to do a git add all and a git commit, and our commit message will be change structure of project. I could just say change the folder structure. I think that's where makes more sense. So our git commit will be our message will be changed to folder structure, and now I can do a git push. There we go. So I need to update the remote, the local repository, but that's not something I'm going to do right now because it really doesn't have to necessarily do right now. So if I do a refresh up here, now we can see that we have our learning GoByExample in the readme, and we have all of the different files here, or the different projects or different course or series that we've actually worked on. And if I go into the variables now, we will see this different readme here, which will have content that is related to the variables.go. If we go to the hello world, it's the same thing. So we'll have content to it as well, and constant is the same thing. So this is a structure that I'll be using moving forward, because I think that is just a better structure. In addition to that, the name has more context, because pretty much what we're doing is more along the lines of learning Go more than still tutorials, but very learning Go. So that is pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.